Yo, what is going on, everyone? Welcome back to the Zen Lounge. In this video, I'm doing an in-depth breakdown of the Vegas cyber attack. I am live on the scene, and there's a lot more to the story than a lot of people have heard. None of the locals are even talking about what's happening here on the Strip right now. There's a major story happening. There's a cyber attack that has been going on for days now, costing hundreds of millions of dollars. And I have a theory that this is exactly what the World Economic Forum elites, the overlords, have been warning us about. They said they've been having meetings, Cyber Polygon, they've been discussing the threat of cyber attacks. Actually, Klaus Schwab warned us directly that the cyber pandemic would be way more catastrophic than the COVID-19 pandemic that we experienced in 2020. What if it was all a test run? We're gonna go explore Vegas, explore the cyber attack that's happening here. Now just imagine, let your minds think a little bit about who's behind this attack. As we learn about CBDCs, could there be a cyber attack against the US banking system that forces us to move into a new digital financial system? CBDCs. You'll find out that MasterCard, who is heavily involved in CBDCs, who is developing cryptocurrency solutions, has been at all these meetings. So we're going to talk about it in this video. Hopefully you guys like it. Let's go explore.
We all know, but still pay insufficient attention to the frightening scenario of a comprehensive cyber attack, which would bring to a complete halt to the power supply, transportation, hospital services, our society as a whole. The COVID-19 crisis would be seen in this respect as a small disturbance in comparison to a major cyber attack. To use the COVID-19 crisis as a timely opportunity to reflect on the lessons the cybersecurity community can draw and improve our preparedness for a potential cyber pandemic.
The MGM cyber attack is crazier than you think. An international hacker gang named Alpha, or Black Cat, is responsible for the cyber attack on MGM Resort servers. The hackers did this by finding MGM's IT employee on LinkedIn. The group then called the MGM's internal help desk, acting as that employee. Pretending to have difficulties with the system, the hackers obtained enough information to gain backdoor access into MGM's servers. This phone call lasted less than 10 minutes. Once the hackers accessed the server, they compromised that employee's user and administrator account. This allowed them to remove antivirus software and set up malicious objects, enabling them to deploy the malware. This malware was detected on MGM servers on Sunday night, September 10th. Black Cat requested MGM to pay an unknown amount of ransom, but MGM refused. Caesars Entertainment was recently hacked by the same group, costing them a whopping $15 million of a requested $30 million ransom. Caesars Entertainment cooperated with Black Cat hackers, resulting in uninterrupted business. Immediately following the ransom request, MGM decided to shut down their systems and switch to manual operations. Shortly after, the outages at MGM properties began. On Monday, September 11th at 8:27 a.m., MGM issued a statement notifying the public of the cyber attack. 19 of MGM properties are affected. This chaos means MGM's losing about $13 million every day. Do you think MGM should have paid the ransom like Caesars Entertainment did? Let me know in the comments. As of right now, whether or not MGM has paid the requested ransom is unknown. However, their servers and systems are still down.
We're going to turn now to the massive cyber attack in Las Vegas, crippling several major hotels and casinos and putting a damper on getaways for thousands of tourists there. ABC's Melissa Adon joins us now with the latest. Good morning to you, Melissa.
Good morning, Gio. So today marks a week since that cyber attack hit Las Vegas, and MGM hotels and casinos are still working on getting systems back up and running. While there is progress, it's caused chaos in Sin City. You can imagine the concerns on just how this major hotel and casino system was compromised. The hackers targeting MGM resorts on the Las Vegas Strip and other locations, even as far away as in Atlantic City, New Jersey. And the online reservation site for MGM is still down, ATMs not working, and those playing the slot machines or even video poker having to wait for attendants to pay them out in cash. All of this fiasco leading to long lines at check-in and now a cyber investigation with the FBI. MGM acknowledges the attack but has not shared how it happened or really who's behind it. The company saying it took prompt action to protect our system and data, including shutting down certain systems. Other gaming resorts also having issues. Caesars Entertainment says they too were a victim of a cyber attack, but their online operations were not impacted. Then this weekend at the Venetian, an outage shutting down some slots, but the resort says they're back up, and that at least thankfully was not due to a cyber attack. But still, when you're looking at all of this, it adds to the uncertainty unfolding on that very busy strip.
Details today into how Russian cyber hackers breach Las Vegas casino systems. ABC's Melissa Don has the latest on the chaos.
Their next moves will be cyber attacks and power outages. Globalists are going to cut our power off and say the Russians did it. It might be, hackers took down a part of the power grid. How many times have I said they're going to blow the power grid up and say Trump supporters did it?
Well, tonight, the nation's intelligence agencies are warning of cyber threats from Russia and are urging U.S. critical infrastructure defenses to be reinforced.
Homeland Security is warning of a potential troubling escalation in tactics from right-wing extremists.
It wouldn't take much to throw the entire country into darkness.
We've seen the FBI say the number one terror threat is domestic right-wingers.
Specifically those who advocated for the superiority of the white race.
They've now defined it as fascism if you support President Trump. What do you mean by...
The Las Vegas Strip recovering from a massive cyber attack that caused havoc in Sin City.
It's definitely been a pain, yeah. Like, it's not as fun as I've had in Vegas in the past.
MGM properties under siege since Sunday. Lines through the lobby of hotels like the Bellagio backed up, guests manually checked in, ATMs unusable, and at the slot machines, attendants paying people out with cash, guests frustrated.
Anywhere from 15 minutes up to an hour, people are having to wait, just totally dependent on, the situation of with the staffing they had.
ABC's Mola Lengi on the floor of the MGM casino.
Teams of MGM staffers are roaming the casino floor, paying people their cash winnings by hand, since so many of these machines are not paying out of the way that they're supposed to. And there are countless more that aren't even working.
Cybersecurity analysts tell ABC News they believe a ransomware group known as Scattered Spider is responsible for the MGM attack.
This is such a high-profile heist. If they get away with this, it really is going to open the door for these really kind of spectacular attacks against American businesses.
MGM says they continue to work diligently to resolve the cybersecurity issue as casinos work with police and the FBI to figure out the nature of the attack. Melissa Adon, ABC News, Los Angeles.
And as a result of the cyber attack on MGM and Caesars Palace, the resort has so far paid out $15 million to their loyalty members.
Yo, what is going on, everyone? Welcome back to the Zen Lounge. I just got back from the Las Vegas Strip. I hope you guys just enjoyed those clips breaking down exactly what's happening with the Las Vegas cyber attack. I do not believe it's getting the publicity it should, and I think it's a huge wake-up call about what could happen possibly to the entire world. I think this is just the beginning. I'm going to show you proof that it's just the beginning of these cyber attacks. Klaus Schwab has warned us, or was it a threat, has warned us about the potential of a cyber pandemic. Is this a prophecy, or was this all planned by the same people who prophesized it? After you watch this video, I'm going to be I'm pretty sure that you're going to be convinced that this is all planned. It was actually an attack. So everyone, please, I'm almost to 10,000 subscribers. Give me a thumbs up and subscribe to this channel. I know a lot of you guys are watching this channel without subscribing. Just hit subscribe for me real quick. So if you guys are unaware, for multiple years now, the World Economic Forum has been hosting an event called Cyber Polygon. It's a multi-day event that simulates a cyber pandemic, a worldwide attack. This has been going on for multiple years now. And it's a worldwide drill, basically simulating exactly what just happened in Vegas. So this kicked off in 2021 again, and it's a training drill. And the event will react to a cyber pandemic and a global response to ransomware. That's what it says right here, ransomware. If you just watch the clips, that is exactly word for word what just happened in Las Vegas. They attacked the MGM Grand with ransomware. This seems to be all connected to Polygon. There's other people like Jones who has done a lot of research and predicted cyber attacks to become a lot more popular. And we're going to go even deeper in this video. So here's a Cyber Polygon official website. Yes, it's real. And yes, Klaus Schwab is all over it, including on the front page, a quote from him. And basically, it's the promotion of cybersecurities and technologies is one of the crucial importance for the world today. The pandemic has changed the world. And one of the most striking transformations has been complete digitalization of all aspects of our lives. I think the Cyber Polygon training is one of the great initiatives to help fight crime in the digital space and increase global cyber resilience. He's very passionate about increasing cyber resilience, and they want to move to a more digital world. If we look over here, you can see the guest of honor. One of them is the guy from a Russian Federation. Another one is Klaus Schwab. And also the co-founder of Apple, Steve Wozniak, is involved. You'll see that MasterCard's involved, IBM is involved, UNICEF, which is the United Nations organization, is involved. The biggest players in the world are involved in this. The biggest. And they've been, even the European Parliament. So this goes back for a long time, and the European Parliament talks about a cyber pandemic simulation by the World Economic Forum, right? So it's a training exercise that, and it also mentions involved a simulated large-scale cyber attack on companies' supply chain and the real-time response. We've been warned a lot of times that the supply chain could be disrupted very easily, and that is exactly why so many doomsdayers are telling people to load up on supplies, basic needs, food, have like 6 months worth of food. Because what if exactly what happened in Vegas happened to some major supply chain lines and food wasn't able to get to some cities? People that don't have food saved up are going to be in trouble. And this isn't just, this is basically all aspects of our life can be affected. At Cyber Polygon, they basically did simulations on finance. So like I said in the beginning of this video, like what happens if the banking industry had a big cyber attack and people couldn't use their debit cards and people couldn't get access to their banking account? That would be very, very scary. Retail, healthcare, transportation, commodities, public organizations, and more can all be affected by a cyber attack. That's why it's good to have this information so you can prepare. This is Polygon 2022, and this is some of the topics of the discussion. But mainly, how did this tie in? We mainly talk about cryptocurrencies in this channel, and we are very aware that they're developing new forms of CBDCs. You know, the banks want that. And also some of the people that are involved in these CBDCs are MasterCard. They're teamed up with Ripple, Fireblocks. MasterCard is also developing crypto solutions like new crypto debit cards. And MasterCard is fully in bed with the Polygon group. The Bank of Russia and MasterCard and Visa will discuss the development of digital currencies at Cyber Polygon. So this is also part of the solution. Part of the solution will be that when this global cyber attack happens, like I said, possibly on the banking system, they could roll out their new digital currency solutions that they've been working on behind the scenes for so many years now. People aren't just going to switch over to a new financial system without pain and discomfort. And the cyber attack could be the exact discomfort and pain that causes people to be motivated to make a change, to make a switch, or basically put us on our knees so that we beg for the change, that we beg for a solution, and they'll give us a solution when we're begging for it on our knees. That's how bad this could get. And they actually titled the session for the new currency, the MasterCard session, as the session is titled The New World, a new currency, how to make the financial system resilient as digital currencies proliferate. And you have, banks, you have MasterCard, you have Visa, all in this session, moderated by basically the monetary initiatives of the World Economic Forum. So the new world. So after this global cyber attack, we could basically move into a new world where things aren't the way they used to be. And that's why we hear these sayings like the phoenix is going to rise from the ashes, because maybe after the cyber attack is when these digital currencies will become very, very important and adopted by the big players. So this is all just mind-blowing. The deeper I look into this, the more mind-blowing it gets. I don't want to go too deep into it because I do like my YouTube channel. I do not want to get suspended for dropping this alpha. But let's look around at what's been happening in the past few months, because this isn't just me, a conspiracy guy on YouTube, talking, just blowing smoke. The Texas National Guard. Yeah, so this was actually posted September 18th, 2023, that the Texas National Guard Army trained for cyber attacks in Santiago. The Texas National Guard has been doing joint exercises to enhance their cybersecurity abilities. Also, this was just posted 6 days ago. The U.S. Department of Defense basically posts their 2023 cyber strategy, and they have this whole entire in-depth report, and they're covering basically how to defend the nation, prepare to fight and win the nation's wars, protect the cyber domain with allies and partners, and building enduring advantages in cyberspace, some of the topics of their discussion. But this literally just got posted 6 days ago. Basically the Pentagon posted their cyber strategy. Also, if I go over here, you could see that today in the news, Vegas isn't only the cyber attack that's happening. Russian cyber thieves linked to personal data breach at North Carolina hospital. And what did we look over here when I first talked to you guys? It said that hospitals are on the table, healthcare. Healthcare was not safe according to Polygon, the Cyber Polygon. And now we see that in North Carolina, one of our hospitals had been breached by a cyber attack. Also in Kuwait, the Kuwait's finance ministry says cyber attacks hits one of its systems. This is posted today. Kuwait's finance ministry said Monday that one of its systems had suffered a cyber attack in the early morning, but the ministry continued to work normally. But there is a hack in Kuwait. There's a lot of stuff going on. Also, remember I told you about the issues with supply chains. This is part of the whole worldwide simulation from Polygon 2021. And if you can't find the right Clorox products right now, it's because a recent cyber attacks is causing some shortages. This is posted today, September 18th. Certain Clorox products may be harder to come by as company deals with the aftermath of cybersecurity attack, and it's affecting their supply chain. So Clorox is very popular, disinfecting wipes. Remember in 2020 when everybody ran out of toilet paper and everybody was panicking? Well, toilet paper is one thing, but imagine if it's on a lot bigger scale, and it's not just toilet paper, it's handfuls of really important staple items that people depend on for their livelihood. And if there's a major worldwide cyber attack, that could be exactly what we could experience. That's why I made a post on Twitter the other day saying, hey, be prepared, stay prepared. It's better to be prepared, to stay prepared, than to get prepared in chaos. And what else do we have? So here's a little bit more tinfoil hat, but there was some account on Twitter that got banned, suspended, disappeared actually, but it was called Mr. Pool. And a lot of people said it was like this AI messenger, warning people about certain things. And this stuck with me because Mr. Pool posted, are you ready for what's to come? You haven't seen anything yet. 2020 was a test, one of many. And that reminds me of Klaus Schwab basically saying that, hey, the experiences that we had in 2020 with the germ lockdowns would be a small convenience to the effects of a worldwide cyber attack. A cyber attack would make the 2020 lockdowns look minuscule, according to Klaus Schwab. And that is a very, very scary statement when you really think about it, because I didn't have fun during the lockdowns. I didn't think that was a good time. But this is personally what I've been researching for days now. And this is actually, they're calling this basically a cyber pandemic on the World Economic Forum. and we're beginning to see a lot of cyber attacks. Will it get worse? I put this information out there, to give people a chance to do their own research, use their own brain power, come to their own conclusions, their own theories, so that way, if they think these cyber attacks gonna get worse, people have an option to prepare. And I'm gonna play this video for you guys right now, but they're basically saying cyber attacks with COVID-like characteristics. Like, what the heck? And this quote right here says, let me show you my camera. A digital virus will spread much quicker and farther than the virus that we had in 2020. So they're planting these narratives in for a long time now, and I think people should do some research onto that. I'm just basically only scratching the surface with you guys. Like I said, I want to get my channel banned. So if you guys like this, comment, stick around. I'm gonna play you this video from the World Economic Forum, and hopefully you guys enjoyed your time with me today. Like I said, please subscribe. If you've been watching my channel, if you haven't subscribed, just do it. I don't have any ads on my channel. My channel is not monetized. Best thing you could do to help me grow is to subscribe. Help me hit 10K. All right, guys, everybody. See you again next time. Peace.
The COVID-19 pandemic has shaken our economies and societies to the core and shown us how vulnerable we are to biological threats. In the digital world, similar risks are being overlooked right now. A cyber attack with COVID-like characteristics would spread faster and further than any biological virus. Its reproductive rate would be around 10 times greater than what we've experienced with the coronavirus. To give you an idea, one of the fastest worms in history, the 2003 slammer sapphire worm, doubled in size approximately every 8.5 seconds, infecting over 75,000 devices in 10 minutes and almost 11 million devices in 24 hours. Fortunately, at least until now, cyber attacks have not impacted our health the way pandemics have, but the economic damages, and therefore the impact they have had on our daily lives, have been equal and sometimes even greater. You see, the only way to stop the exponential propagation of a COVID-like cyber threat is to fully disconnect the millions of vulnerable devices from one another and from the internet. All of this in a matter of days. A single day without the internet would cost our economies more than $50 billion, and that's before considering the economic and societal damages should these devices be linked to essential services such as transport or healthcare. As the digital realm increasingly merges with our physical world, the ripple effects of cyber attacks on our safety just keep on expanding at a faster pace than what we're preparing for. COVID-19 was known as an anticipated risk. So is the digital equivalent. Let's be better prepared for that one. The time is now.